Sports Live, and we've got the Brownsville Rivera Raiders taking on the Hanna Eagles. So it should be the Brownsville Hanna Eagles. So it should be a fantastic one for you tonight. Some Thursday night football action, and it's going to be great as, of course, well, when has football really ever let us down, in a sense? So it should be really fun. I'm looking forward to it. First time, of course, calling for Brownsville Hanna, in a sense. It's the first time that I'll get to see them live, but either way. So Brownsville Rivera, still 1-4 overall, 1-4 overall, I believe. And they played against La Feria the last time on the road. Lost to 55-7 La Feria. Doing a very nice job this season of being, well, an impressive team to beat in this district as well. You got Mercedes, well, excuse me, not Mercedes, but La Feria. Well, they're just doing a nice job in their district in general, and that's what I'm trying to get at. So, not a shame in losing to La Feria for sure. And then Brownsville Hanna, last time they played, they had a bye week last week, so week before, I believe, is when they played. They're 2-3 overall. They played against Tascosa, in the neutral site at ACU football field. So that was very exciting. Well, it was very exciting for them, but of course it started pretty early. They lost, though, 55-7. They're 2-3 overall now. So it's going to be an interesting matchup for sure. We're just getting started, of course, today. When we return, we'll get to the keys to the game and players to watch out for and things like that. But, well, don't go anywhere. This is Thursday Night Football. This is Real Sports Live. We'll be right back.
Willkommen to Welcome to Hacienda Ford's Trucktoberfest.
Trucktoberfest is the biggest sale of the year on Ford pickup trucks at Hacienda Ford. Now, no matter what options you want, it's at Hacienda Ford. Right now, get a 2019 Ford Ranger for 0% interest for 60 months plus $2,500 bonus cash.
Trucktoberfest means Hacienda has it.
Back live now, and, well, let me get that. There we go. So pregame show for you. As we continue on, we're going to talk a bit about the, well, Brownsville Hanna Eagles for a bit here. Pretty interesting team so far this year, as well as from their last game. Got some stats for you. Their quarterback, Victor Campos, did a nice job. 9 for 21 against a very difficult team. May I remind you, anytime that you really necessarily go out of the valley and you go into, well, tougher territory, it's going to be a tougher time for a valley team in general. Normally that second round or third round is when you see that knockout really happen for all those valley teams. So it was kind of the same thing there. Then quarterback Victor Campos, like I said, 9 for 21, 115 yards. His average was about 12.8 yards on the throw, 1 touchdown, and he rushed for 9. Rushed 9 times for about 1 yard or something like that. So this offense will be able to get going. We'll see probably a lot of runs and some passes, and most likely kind of a spread offense from them. So you think it's going to be very interesting. Some players to really look out for. Josiah Myers is going to be he's the only person really to play both sides of the ball as wide receiver and defensive back. So look for him to make some plays, especially on offense, be one of Campos's, well, just wide receivers to look out for, really. One of his targets is what I was trying to say there. And then Dominguez on the running game. Marlon Dominguez. He had 3 carries, average 0.3 yards, and his biggest was, I believe, 3 yards on the carry. But once again, it was against a very difficult team. They couldn't really get anything going on offense for that, and that's one of the key things is get your offense going early to really go out, maybe even come out of here with a win in the first half or something of that sort, because, it could be possible for Brownsville Hanna. Josiah Myers, 72 yards completed, and 3 receptions, 24.0 was the average, and his longest was 27 yards on that catch. So, once again, Josiah Myers, another, like I said, watch him be, Campos's main target in a way, and watch him, especially later in this game, for maybe even Rivera to kind of switch up and really be able to block him in a sense and not necessarily let him get as many receptions as he could. Of course, they'll have to go to different receivers, maybe like Garcia. He had 1 reception for 7 yards. He could be another target that could really go for, just different things like that. And then Trinidad having those 2 receptions, 17 yards, 8.5 on his average, and his longest was 9 yards. So, and then again, Ulysses Davila also, he got the most carries for a running back, 11 carries, 27 yards, average 2.5, and 13 yards on his longest. So, once again, it could be different. So Brownsville Hanna wins the coin toss. They'll defer to the second half. So Brownsville Rivera will end up receiving, and I believe with the wind, excuse me. So that will be, actually it's against the wind. So yeah, that will be pretty interesting on that note for that first half. Of course, Brownsville Rivera, I guess we can also get into them now. Really, the Raiders, for their keys to the game, really. Get on the scoreboard early. Make this crowd be silenced early, and that's always a good key to the game. Now we're talking about the Raiders here. Rivera, they have to limit their mistakes on defense. No silly penalties on both defense and offense, because you don't want an early stop or something, or you don't want an early stop to be taken away by a flag or something of that sort. So always just be on your toes. The offensive line needs to be on their game for sure, and this is going to be a big part of something that, just the Raiders will really need to control. And Raiders, pretty experienced team in a sense. Look at how many seniors there are, juniors, and it's most of that lineup. So they're an experienced team. You got Kalani Garcia as a receiver, so watch out for him. Perez might be a quarterback for sure, as actually he is going to be quarterback for this game. But like I said, all these seniors, it's going to be a very important game. Jerry Olivares has to be on his game as a receiver. Defensive back, same deal. Damian Juarez, Jose Nunez, George Garza. So those players right there, it's going to be key. It's going to be very interesting, to say so the least, for this game. Once again, we're just getting started. It's about 10 minutes till kickoff, so plenty of time still before we go. So we'll go on another break. This is Rio Sports Live. Hopefully you're enjoying this one. We'll be right back after this.
Benito Vision Source, the optometry staff works around your busy schedule and take the time to answer your questions and concerns prior to a visit. Dr. Jaime Rodriguez and Dr. Laura Loki offering full vision examinations, diagnostics, and treatment of an array of eye diseases and conditions to keep your eyes healthy. Call the friendly staff today with questions or schedule a consultation. San Benito Vision Source.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Needing a treat before or after the big game? Then, when in Harlingen, stop in at the Scoop Ice Cream Parlor and Deli and treat yourself to some amazing things. Ice creams, shakes, sundaes, banana splits, and that's just a sample. If you can dream it, they can make it at the Scoop in Harlingen. From the deli comes a variety of sandwiches that is sure to bring you back for more. Hamburgers and hot dogs served every day. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 7, Sundays from 12 to 6. On F Street in Harlingen, it's the Scoop Ice Cream Parlor and Deli.
Hi, we're the Lady Tigers, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Hi fans, today's game is brought to you by New York Life. Best of luck to your team.
And I'm Danielle Goslin, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For over 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation of developing the most successful professionals in the industry.
We help to manage the process from day one and guide you on your way to success. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business,
then we would like to show you how we can help.
Start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's healthcare is done.
Fishing fans, here's your chance to catch some fish and help out athletes at the same time. Mark the calendar now and plan on attending October 20th as the 3-Up, 3-Down San Perlita Booster Club Fishing Tournament looks to be the biggest and best yet. Located at Laguna Madre Baits in Port Mansfield, Texas, this tournament is set to provide 100% of the proceeds directly to the athletic programs. Artificial lures only with a blackjack format. No fish over 21 inches. $150 per team or boat. Maximum 4 people, and the grand champion is a team closest to 63 inches with 1 red trout and 1 flounder. Food raffles, baked goods, a silent auction, and terrific prizes from some great sponsors. Registration is October 19th. The tournament is October 20th. See you there at the 3-Up, 3-Down Fishing Tournament in Port Mansfield, where catching fish is helping athletes in a big, big way.
Our professional advisors at Employee Retirement Service have been providing financial and retirement planning for many years for employees of different employment.
If you've spent your career in education and are ready for the next chapter, let the professionals at Employment Retirement Services help. You've worked hard, and now it's time to relax and enjoy with peace of mind and security.
Help fulfill your retirement needs. Come experience the difference with us.
And let's plan your retirement together. Call us at 956-440-8774 to schedule your appointment today.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Hi, we're Mission Veterans, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live. Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
At San Benito Vision Source, the optometry staff works around your busy schedule and take the time to answer your questions and concerns prior to a visit. Dr. Jaime Rodriguez and Dr. Laura Loki offering full vision examinations, diagnostics, and treatment of an array of eye diseases and conditions to keep your eyes healthy. Call the friendly staff today with questions or schedule a consultation. San Benito Vision Source.
Hi, we're the Lady Diamondbacks. Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Everyone's a winner at Kano Auto Sales 2 in Harlingen. Choose from a wide selection and score big today on West Expressway 83. How about this 2015 Chevy Silverado 1500, a regular cab, custom wheels, bedliner, 21,000 miles, power everything, $25,900. Or how about this 2015 BMW 328i, fully loaded with an X-Drive, navigation, sunroof, leather interior, $18,999. Financing is available with lending for all types. Every deal's a winner at Kano Auto Sales 2, in business since 2002, Harlingen, Texas. Fishing fans, here's your chance to catch some fish and help out athletes at the same time. Mark the calendar now and plan on attending October 20th as the 3-Up, 3-Down San Perlita Booster Club Fishing Tournament looks to be the biggest and best yet. Located at Laguna Madre Baits in Port Mansfield, Texas, this tournament is set to provide 100% of the proceeds directly to the athletic programs. Artificial lures only with a blackjack format. No fish over 21 inches. $150 per team or boat. Maximum 4 people, and the grand champion is a team closest to 63 inches with 1 red trout and 1 flounder. Food raffles, baked goods, a silent auction, and terrific prizes from some great sponsors. Registration is October 19th. The tournament is October 20th. See you there at the 3-Up, 3-Down Fishing Tournament in Port Mansfield, where catching fish is helping athletes in a big, big way.
Hi, I'm Coach Nava with Westaco East High School. Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
At HCISD, we move the needle forward every day.
We'll blaze a trail for future generations.
It's not just about equipping students with skills for the future. We awaken their potential and empower them to make good choices.
No matter where you're from or where you're headed, there's a place for you to flourish at HCISD.
headed back to school, it's time to get internet from VTX1. VTX1 Companies offers fast and reliable internet throughout the Rio Grande Valley, even to some of the most remote areas. For a limited time only, get your standard installation at no cost to you. Start the school year off with a service provider you can trust by calling 1-800-446-2031. VTX1 Companies, connecting you since '52.
Hi, we're the Lady Wildcats, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game.
It's back live now as they just finished up the national anthem, and we're moments away from, well, kickoff now. The official clock has gone to, game clock, has gone to 0-0, and both teams, are going into their respective tunnels, so this should be very exciting indeed. Like I mentioned before, Brownsville Hanna will defer till the second half as Brownsville Rivera will get the ball to start this one off. Your kicker for Brownsville Hanna Eagles will be Thomas Green. So that will be exciting. Of course, still moments away from both teams running out onto the field. Like I said, it's going to be very critical for the Raiders to make sure that they get, of course, they're just to really silence this crowd early as they go onto the field, head out onto the field now. Very exciting. And there come the Brownsville Hanna Eagles. Both teams onto their respective sidelines. Everyone very excited for this one, and I am too. It is a rivalry game nonetheless. Here, both teams from Brownsville, and, well, Brownsville Rivera are the visiting team, so they don't have the crowd on their side necessarily, or Brownsville Rivera, are the visiting team. They don't have the crowd on their side. Brownsville Hanna do. So that's going to be the difference right there. Refs meeting at center field just to talk things over, as now the pregame festivities are done and dusted. Moments away. It's going to be very critical as well for Campos to get started with, well, just Manny Gonzalez, Josiah Myers, all of his main targets on the offensive side. Of course, we'll have to wait for that for Brownsville Hanna. For Rivera Raiders, it's the same deal. Perez is going to have to get ready with Kalani Garcia, those wide receivers, of course. And then you got the running backs. It's just, they have to be on their A game for sure. But nonetheless, moments away. So the ref blows a whistle. Green is back to kick, raises up his hand, and is running, and we are underway here at Sam Stadium. It is returnable. Gets it at about the 10-yard line, trying to find a way open, gets down before he could go anywhere. A late hit was at the end, so penalty. I saw that late hit. It was not the best one for sure. Don't want to go that low especially. Just waiting for the official call. So I was wrong on that. It is a block in the back. We'll move the Rivera Raiders back a bit more. Now, of course, we'll get to see the Raiders in their first drive nonetheless. Perez back to start this one off with his back. Lines up with one back beside him. Two wide receivers on each side. Hands the ball off. Goes on to the right side. A flag is thrown. Might be a holding call and is brought down before he could go anywhere. Holding on the offense. Once again, another penalty bringing them back a bit further, and that was Vega on the carry, Ramiro Vega on that carry to start things off there. So that's what Perez did. Once again, two wide receivers, on each of his sides. One back beside him. Snaps the ball. He's going to fake the throw, throws it deep, and it is incomplete. Pass intended for Campos there. So, Rafael Campos to be exact for Rivera Raiders. Perez not able to connect there. Second down, 14 to go. Ball spotted on the Rivera Raiders 5-yard line here. 11:32 remain here in the first quarter. Wide receivers out on each side. Two wide receivers on each side. One back beside Perez. Snaps the ball. It's going to be a handoff and a met up before it could go anywhere. A loss of yards once again. So Brandon Estevez. Big play there for the Brownsville Hanna Eagles. Brings up a third down and long. 11 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Three wide receivers on Perez's left side. Snaps the ball off, drops back to pass in his own end, and it's going to be incomplete. No flags, fourth down. So the punting team, the special teams, will come out for the Rivera Raiders, and a 3-and-out on their first drive. Hanna Eagles have to be feeling good about that. Of course, you want to get to a great start. That's exactly what you have to do, especially stopping them where they did. You stop the Rivera Raiders about at their 1-yard line. Now you got a chance to block this kick. Punts the ball away, and it's a high one. It's a pretty decent kick, and it is still returnable, giving him plenty of room. And he's going. Can't be brought down. It's going to be brought down stopped at about the 20-yard line. I believe that was Anthony Andres on the carry. Anthony Andres, Andres was on that carry for Brownsville Hanna, bringing them to the ball spotted on the Rivera 20-yard line right there. Snaps the ball off, throws quickly to the left side, able to get away from him, but brought down before he could go anywhere. Looked like Ernesto Mendoza on the catch, excuse me. Yes, Ernesto. Either way, second down. Second down and 7 to go. Has one back beside him since man in motion. Drops back, throws on his left side. It's caught once again. Might have been enough for the first down. We'll have to wait, but I believe that was to Josiah Myers. Actually, that was incomplete. No, excuse me. That was complete. 3rd down and 2. 9:30 remain here in this first quarter. So the man in motion once again. It's going to be a handoff up to the right side. A little bit of a jet sweep. He's still on his feet. Still going. Able to get inside and touchdown. Brownsville Hanna. Touchdown Brownsville Hanna. And I believe that was Arsenal, on that carry there. He'll bring this team up. Actually, check that. Might have been Josiah Myers, actually. Either way, extra point attempt moments away. It is up, and it is good. So your new score, Brownsville Hanna Eagles. Seven. Rivera Raiders 0. 9:17 remain here in the first quarter. Fantastic plays there, just really making sure that they could. And it all started from that defense. Defense, of course, wins championships. You hear that famous saying a lot, but it is true nonetheless because, well, Brownsville Hanna had a very quick drive. Now, of course, Brownsville Rivera going to be able to receive once again. I believe James Atkinson on the, or excuse me, not him. Carlos Trevino might be the one receiving for Brownsville Rivera. Of course, your kicker, Thomas Green. Now back to kick. Raises up his hand, and we're back underway again. That's going to sail to the end zone for a touchback, so Brownsville Rivera will get the ball on the 25-yard line. They're on 25-yard line. So 1st down and 10, Brownsville Rivera. Of course, the Raiders looking to improve on this drive, led by Perez. Perez, I mean, can really get things going by maybe completing a couple of catches, and of course getting positive yardage is always what you want to do, getting the 1st down, not being stopped on a 3 and out. That's exactly what you want, and of course getting downfield is always good here. Sends a man in motion. It's going to be a handoff to the right side, a little bit of a jet sweep once again, met up before he could go anywhere and a loss of yards. Fantastic play from Brownsville Hanna, not allowing the Raiders to really go anywhere. 2nd down, 11-7-0. Once again, 8:50 left to play in the first quarter. 2 wide receivers on each side. Perez snaps the ball, throws very quickly to his tight end, and he breaking free. Tripped up before he could turn on the Jets, and that was none other than Elian Hernandez, wide receiver there, and, well, really tied in because looking at his height, that's going to be a key wide receiver, and that's exactly where Perez wanted to go to, especially a well-drawn-up play for Brownsville Rivera. Nonetheless, 1st down and 10. 8:12, 8 minutes remain here in the first quarter. Perez, he actually fakes the handoff and is going to take off himself. Not able to go anywhere. Flag is thrown. Looks like could be hands to the face. As we see, I saw Juan Castillo running off the field because of his helmet came off. So he'll be out for 1 play. We'll wait and see on the official call on what the flag is. But normally when a player's helmet comes off, that's normally the case of, well, the flag. Then again, we could have seen holding as well. Holding on the offense. Would not be surprised there. Didn't actually get to see that flag. So 2 offsetting penalties will replay the down here with 8 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Ball spotted on the Brownsville Rivera 37-yard line. Ref blows a whistle to continue this play clock and game clock. Perez has 1 back beside him, 2 wide receivers on each side. Snaps the ball off. And it's going to be a handoff up the middle. Brought down before he could go anywhere. On that carry, Ramiro Vega. So Vega not able to really get anything going on that play. Brownsville Hanna defense doing a very nice job so far. Of course, allowing 1 first down so far. They're up early in this one, 7-0. That's exactly what you want to do, especially getting your home crowd into this, really. But Perez doing a nice job of just recovering and making sure that he can get down the field and even try for some points. Snaps the ball off this time, takes it himself. It's going to be a quarterback keeper. Met up in that backfield, though. But a very good play for positive yardage for Perez and the Rivera Raiders. 3rd down now. 3rd down, 7 to go. Ball spotted on their own 40-yard line. 6:30, just about 6:30 left to play here in the first quarter. 7-0 your score. Hanna leading, but Brownsville Rivera with the ball and kind of driving as well. Now 3rd down once again. Perez has 3 wide receivers on his left side. Rolls to his left, throws, and it is caught. How about that play? 1st down and 10 for Brownsville Rivera. Beautiful replay. And, of course, caught by Elian Hernandez. Once again, going to be a key, well, just key receiver, key player for Perez. Now, we've seen a bit of luck from the running game, but really he's been able to pass that ball. So 1st down and 10. Ball spotted on their own 48-yard line. Just past 6 minutes to go now in this first quarter. 2 wide receivers on each side. Has 1 back beside him, hands the ball off actually, and he's got an open space. Still going, still on his feet, down to the 40-yard line, and will run himself out of bounds. Another really great run from Vega. Ramiro Vega and, of course, well, the Raiders doing a fantastic job here, finally getting into Brownsville Hanna territory, which is exactly what you want to do. You want to get into the Eagles territory. You want to try and just, well, run off as much clock as you want to. You can really be conservative with this one just to try to tie it up. Flag is thrown, so we'll see what the call is. It could have been a jump offside. We'll wait on the official call. So offside on Brownsville Hanna will give, well, just 1st down and 10 once again. Ball spotted on, well, Brownsville Hanna's own 32-yard line. 5:20 remain here in the first quarter. 1 back besides Perez. 2 wide receivers on each side. Snaps the ball off. Fakes a handoff and throws, and it is complete. Still on his feet, tripped up just a bit. But a fantastic play nonetheless, once again, getting them forward. None other than Elian Hernandez. Hernandez found open a lot, which is perfect. That's exactly the play calling that, well, Rivera would probably want to do. Perez sets up 2 wide receivers out on each side, 1 back beside him. Snaps the ball off. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. He rolls to his right side, has a brilliant opening 10. Not able to stay in bounds. A late hit, seems like. No call, though, but either way, what a fantastic run by Vega once again. Showing the replay on the big screen here. It's just a handoff and tried to go up the middle for a second there, but was patient enough to just go all the way around. And when you are able to do that, you know you are a veteran and you can really see. And that's exactly kind of the running back that any coach would probably say that he would want on his team, is just a player that can look. Either way, handed the ball off quickly once again. And they're going to say on the 1 yard line on that play. So Perez handed the ball off once again. So 2nd down and goal now. 4:20 remain in the first quarter. Brownsville Hanna crowd getting a bit louder now. As the goal line defense for Brownsville Hanna trying to work there. They're going to stuff it into the middle. And we're waiting on the rest. It doesn't look like he was in. Still on the 1 yard line. Still stopped short. Brownsville Hanna goal line defense doing a very impressive job so far. This is going to be 3rd down now. Rivera just making sure that they got the play. I believe that was Vega that was talking to the coach there for a second. Once again, lines up. 1 back beside him. He's just going to push it in. Goes on the outside this time. He is in. Touchdown, Brownsville Rivera. A 1 yard carry for Vega, I believe. And 7-6, an extra point away from tying this game up. Especially on a 3rd down conversion, that will go towards that. So that's exactly what you want. Is 3rd down conversion, nonetheless, is always great. Gives your team momentum, and especially tying the game up this early. Once again, an extra point away. Kicks it up. It is good. 7-7, your new score now. How about this one? It's getting really interesting. And now, well, Brownsville Hanna will have that football and looking for their offense led by Campos to really try to take advantage and go back downfield after that long drive that Brownsville Rivera made their defense will kind of take, and they will probably want to do the same exact thing, go down the field and a long way, because that makes the defense a lot more tired, excuse me. And, well, when that happens, it just makes for a great game. Both defenses could be tired, and we could see an offensive battle. Now, I don't think that will happen. We'll see. I think it will come down to one mistake from either side, most likely in that second half. Now, we have seen some mistakes in the first half that have costed a couple of teams that. Now, the most impressive thing for me so far has seen Brownsville Rivera coming back from getting a couple of penalties on their first drive, really stopping their drive from coming any further than basically their own 1 yard line. 7-7 your score. Once again, 3:19 remain in the first quarter here at Sam Stadium. The sun is setting. It is a gorgeous, well, just a gorgeous scenery right now. Not necessarily the best temperature, but the wind has kind of died down. So you think of it that way. Isaac Reina ready to kick the ball off. And there we go. Back underway we go. Trying for a good run. Gets tripped up. Looked like that was Trinidad on that carry for Hanna. on the return, excuse me. So we'll see Brownsville Hanna on their own 20-yard line. So 5 yards less than if they were to get the ball or if it were to be a touchback. Campos has one back behind him. Hands the ball off up to the left side. Gets a good run up there. So a 10-yard carry, or 4-yard carry, excuse me, second down. Ball spotted on their own 23-yard line. Hands the ball off, takes it himself there. Fake the handoff for a second. And Campos will maybe get a yard or so. Third down, though. They're going to say no gain and just a 3rd down and 6. Brownsville Rivera trying to stop them on a 3-and-out. This is 3rd down. 2:20 remain here in the first quarter. Brownsville Rivera thinking that they were going to jump right there. It was just not yet. Campos has one back, beside him. One wide receiver on his right side, 2 wide receivers on his left. Snaps the ball off and evades pressure. Still on his feet, and it is caught. A huge gain. Still on his feet, and will get dragged down out of bounds. A huge completion there on a 3rd down conversion. A huge 3rd down conversion from Brownsville Hanna. Ball spotted on their own 42-yard line. 1:51 remain. Takes it up the middle. After the handoff, not enough. Ulises Davila on that carry. Campos looks like he'll hike the ball off with one back beside him. One wide receiver on his right side, and 3 wide receivers on his left. Stops short, and it is up the middle. It is tipped and almost picked off there. That looked like it was intended once again for Trinidad on that play. Showing the replay, just a quick pass, just a little bit too far, kind of deflected there, and almost a diving interception, but nonetheless, it is 3rd down. 1:16 remain here in the first quarter. Fakes the handoff, rolls to his right side, and it is dropped, incomplete. Pass almost caught by Alex Garcia, I believe. 4th down now, so a huge stop for Brownsville Rivera. 1:10 remain here in this first quarter. 7-7 your score. Brownsville Rivera moments away from probably getting the ball back. There's a snap. Faked like he was going to throw it for a second, but it is just going. Brownsville Rivera just going to let it bounce, and Hanna mark it down at about the Brownsville Rivera 18-yard line. So Brownsville Rivera will have it 1st down and 10 while on their own 18-yard line nonetheless. Perez coming back out. Perez has one back beside him. Snaps the ball off, and it is going to be a quick handoff, actually he takes it himself, fake the handoff. It's going to step out of bounds. So 52 seconds remain. A 6-yard gain, 2nd and 4, ball spotted on their own 24-yard line. Perez, one back beside him, 2 wide receivers on each side. Snaps the ball off. It's going to be a handoff up to the right side this time, and he is met up in the backfield, still trying to get forward, and he is stopped. So forward progress was stopped. It looks like it'll be a loss of yards. So 3rd down now for Brownsville Rivera with the game clock still ticking. Looks like it's going to tick down. So either way, Rivera, 3rd down and 5. Looks like this will be the last play of the first quarter if they decide to hike the ball off. Play clock at 7, 6, 5. Snaps the ball off, goes to his right side, and it is caught for the first down. They said that he caught it, and that's the last play of the first quarter. Looked like that was completed to Estevan Cruz. We'll watch on the replay here. Actually, check that. That was Rafael Campos. So, after the first quarter, we've got a game 7-7 for you. Here it is all tied up at Sam's Stadium. As the sun sets in the background, players flipping the field. It is a beautiful scene here on Thursday night. Some Thursday night lights, Thursday night football. Brownsville Rivera still with the ball. Of course, now they got a fresh set of downs with them. Perez leading the team back out onto the field on the other side. Rivera just talking it over for a second. They still have plenty of time. They break out of the huddle. Looks like 2 wide receivers on each side. Perez with 1 back beside him. Snaps the ball. And it's going to be a little bit of a pitch to the right side. Still on his feet. Is going to get hit out of bounds. That was, once again, Elian Hernandez. Elian Hernandez on that smart play coming over. It's kind of like a little bit of a jet sweep, but it was a run option, I believe, is what you would call that play, something of that sort. Either way, 2nd down and 5, so a 5-yard gain, a huge play for the Rivera Raiders. Perez, 1 back beside him, 2 wide receivers on each side. And that's going to be a false start, I believe. So 5-yard penalty will basically bring this back. So if they never got those 5 yards, 2nd down and 10. So ball spotted on the Rivera Raiders, I believe 30-yard line. 11:52 remain here in the second quarter. 11:52 remain here in the first half. 2 wide receivers on each side. 1 back beside him for Perez. Snaps the ball off. Fake to his left side and throws once again. It is deep, and that is going to be a flag thrown, 2 flags thrown, and that will probably be defensive pass interference. We'll wait and see on the official call. But Perez kind of had a man open. So an automatic first down will help Rivera continue their drive here. Brownsville Rivera Raiders doing a nice job so far after that first drive. Really impressive so far. Sets up with 3 wide receivers on his right side, 1 wide receiver on his left, and 1 back beside him, Perez. Snaps the ball off, throws really quick to his left side. Had a man wide open, and that is caught. I believe that was Elian Hernandez once again. Elian Hernandez being a perfect, well, just Hernandez in general being a perfect target for Perez. Rivera Raiders talking it over for a second. Break out of that huddle now. Play clock at 17, 16, 15. Two wide receivers on each side, one back beside him. Perez hikes the ball off. It was a handoff up the middle. Met before he could go anywhere. Kind of pancake there. I believe that was, well, either way necessarily. Third down now, 4 to go. 10:40 remain here in the second quarter. 10:40 remain in the first half. 7-7 still your score with Brownsville Rivera having possession at the moment. Breaks out of that huddle. Three wide receivers on his right side. Perez has one wide receiver on his left. Looks like that's a tight end on his left side. There he snaps the ball, throws a little screen to his left side, trying to evade, not going to be enough for the first down, and Brownsville Hanna will stop this drive. Either way, a huge play for Brownsville Hanna. Bringing up a 4th down and 5. Yes, Brownsville Rivera will punt the ball away. The punt is up. It is a nice one, and it will take a big bounce still going forward, though. And it looks like Brownsville Hanna will get the ball at just about their own 20-yard line. It'll be at about the 21-yard line for Brownsville Hanna and for Victor Campos to start off this drive once again. Sets up with one back beside him and one back behind him. Hands off. Met up before he could go anywhere. Second down for Brownsville Hanna. Second down and 11. They lose 1 yard on that run. Campos sends the man in motion. It's going to be a jet sweep up to the left side. Trying to find an opening. Yes, he does. He's still on his feet. Gets dragged down. And that was Trinidad on the carry there. Ryan Trinidad just came across from the right side to his left side and made a huge gain up to about their own 40-yard line. Will mark the ball at the 39 or so. 8:55 remain here in the second quarter. 8:55 remain in the first half. Trying to evade pressure, and he still losing yardage. Trying to evade pressure, does not, and gets sacked for a huge loss. Campos just couldn't throw the ball away, but should have gone down earlier. Either way, it is second down. Play clock and game clock continue to run here. Just about 8 minutes remain. Second down, 17. Campos, two wide receivers on each side, one back beside him. Snaps it off, drops back to pass, and is met up a huge hit. He is down. Pancaked right there. Behind the line once again. Talk about just a quick rush there. Three wide receivers on his right side. Fakes the handoff. Goes to his right. And it is caught. A huge catch for Brownsville Hanna. I believe that was Trinidad. But fourth down nonetheless. So not enough, of course. They will punt the ball away, Brownsville Hanna. The kick is up. It is a high one. It's going to bounce, to take a Brownsville Hanna bounce, a Eagle bounce to be exact. And the Eagles will mark the ball down at about the Rivera 31-yard line or so. So first down and 10 now for Brownsville Rivera, and Perez coming back out onto the field for his next drive. Last time we saw the drive really kind of work with, well, just has been working with Hernandez. Him and Hernandez have really been able to just click. Either way, two wide receivers on each side. Send a man in motion. A little bit of a jet sweep, and it is met in the backfield for a loss. Brownsville Hanna met him up in the backfield for a loss. So second down and long, second down and 14 to go to be exact. 6:15 remain here in this first half. 6:15 remain here in the second quarter. 7-7 still your score. Brownsville Rivera with the ball. Three wide receivers on Perez's right side, one back beside him, and one wide receiver on his left. Rolls to his right, trying to evade pressure. Now he's just going to take off and run, and gains a couple of yards there on the quarterback keeper after, well, he was going to pass, but had to just take off on his own as pressure was coming. So Perez gains some yards. Third down, 6 to go. And of course now Brownsville Rivera are looking at another third down conversion. We'll have three wide receivers, on his right side. Once again, one wide receiver on his left, and it looks like timeout. So timeout Rivera, I believe. They will make sure that they know the play. So they take a timeout. We will as well.
With the highest quality in provider services.
Hi, we're Cougars, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Fans, if you want to look your best at the next game, then let Chewy's Custom Sports go to work for you. From custom designs and graphics to mass production in-house. If it's hats, shirts, buttons, mugs, cups, banners, and more, then Chewy's is there for every team and every sport. A veteran-owned company in touch with the community. It's Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito.
So back live now here as Rivera start their third down. Perez, one back beside him, three wide receivers on his right side. Once again, same as last time. Throws on his back foot, and it is caught. Still having to have a huge gain, and he does. And he will be moved forward. And that was caught by none other than Vega, Ramiro Vega, on that big carry, of course, as Perez threw on his back foot. So you're talking about throwing on your back foot, balance being all weird. You have to just chuck it as forward as possible. Of course, the real way is you try and get forward as much as you can, but sometimes that just does not work. Either way, a huge first down, 5:20 left in the first half, 5:20 left in the second quarter, still 7-7. First down and 10, ball spotted on their own 44-yard line. Perez hands the ball off up the middle once again, and Vega going for it. Looks like he'll get the ball on Brownsville Hanna's own 35-yard line. Looks like another first down, and yes, indeed, they will move the chains once again on that run after Vega just took off and found open space. That's exactly what you want to do. Find that open territory as much as possible. Get inside, well, the opponent's own side. Either way, hands the ball off up to the right side, still on his feet, and gets met up hard in the backfield. Looks like that was Cardenas on that play. Second down, 7 to go, only a 3-yard gain. The clock continues to run. 4:20 remain here in the first half. 4:20 remain here in the second quarter. Still tied. Brownsville Rivera, though, are driving. Perez, 3 wide receivers on his right side, 1 wide receiver on his left, and 1 back beside him. Pressure, pocket collapsing, so he just throws it away there on that play. Third down and 7 to go. 3:56 remain here. Perez and the Rivera Raiders talking it over. Break out of that huddle now. Play clock at 15, 14, 13. Perez talking to his back here as he's got 1 back beside him. 3 wide receivers actually this time on his left side. He rolls to the left as well. Out of that pocket, and it is caught. A huge catch there, though, but will only bring, actually an incomplete pass, will only bring it to 4th down. 3:50 remain here in this first half. 3:50 remain in the second quarter. It's pretty interesting to see that the coaching staff for at least Brownsville Hanna have brought LED boards just like the soccer boards for substitutions, I guess, which is pretty cool. So Brownsville Rivera are going to go for it. Perez with 1 back beside him, rolls to his right side and throws the ball away. So turnover on downs. And Brownsville Hanna will get the ball back in the second quarter. 3:44 remain. Brownsville Hanna will get the ball on their own 31-yard line. We'll see what they can do on this drive, as they still have plenty of time to really just make anything happen and try and basically extend this drive as much as possible. Run the time down to where maybe even Rivera can't get anywhere. Either a handoff up the middle, up before he could go anywhere. Campos, 1 back beside him once again, 2 other receivers on his left. This time rolling to right. This time rolls to his left, actually, and it is caught. A huge play. Huge play. Looked like that was made by Thomas Green. Green was on that right side, and, well, Campos was able to roll around and beat the pressure. And that will get them the first down and move that chain. 3:15 remain here in the second quarter. Ball spotted on their own 44-yard line. 7-7 is your score. Snaps the ball, it's fake handoff, and is pressured and is brought back behind the line. A huge play there by Brownsville Rivera. As Campos was just trying, of course, to beat that blitz, but wasn't able to, and Rivera were ready for that play. The Rivera defensive line doing a very impressive job so far throughout this game. This time a deep pass, though, and it is too far, intended for Josiah Myers, intended for Myers on that play. And that'll bring up second down 17. Excuse me. Either way, scoreboard shows second down 17, so that's what I'm going to go by. 2:41. So a flag on the play will bring Brownsville Hanna back even deeper. It's just a bit too far there. Like I said, 2:41 remain here in this second quarter. Second down and long for Brownsville Hanna. Snaps the ball off. Campos once again trying to evade pressure. Brownsville Rivera defense right there, and it is going to be incomplete. A huge defensive play from Brownsville Rivera on a chance for, well, Campos to make something out of nothing there. See, I know pass intended for Alex Garcia on that play. So Garcia almost made a huge play, but Brownsville Rivera's defense were ready for that one. Two wideouts on each side for Campos. One back beside him. And timeout Rivera, it's what it looks like. So timeout Brownsville Rivera. They'll have one timeout remaining here in this first half. 2:31 remain, third down and long for Brownsville Hanna when we return. I'm Jake Young. This is Real Sports Live. Hopefully you're enjoying this one. We'll be right back after this.
Every great dining adventure begins with one word: fresh. At the Sea Ranch, we combine a fresh, inviting atmosphere with chef-inspired cuisine prepared from the freshest local shrimp, oysters, snapper, and mahi-mahi. Our salmon, Alaskan king crab, and live Maine lobsters are flown in fresh. A local favorite for over 30 years, the Sea Ranch. Come enjoy a fresh experience.
So back live here after the timeout. Campos and Brownsville Hanna looking to try and make a third down completion. A flag is thrown. Looks like it could be holding as Campos finds a man deep, but still not enough for the first down. And Brownsville Rivera were ready for that play. That was caught by Trinidad on that play for Hanna. We'll see the official call. So penalty decline, fourth down a play here. So fourth and long for Brownsville Hanna as the special teams will come out. Brownsville Rivera back to receive. Back to receive for them looks like Cruz Esteban, or excuse me, Esteban Cruz. There's a snap. Always fakes like. Does take a Brownsville Hanna bounce, but Brownsville Rivera will get pretty decent field position with 1:54 remain in this first half. First down and 10, ball spotted on their own 37-yard line for Brownsville Rivera. Talking about the way that both teams have been playing, it has turned into a very interesting chess match, to say the least. A defensive game nonetheless so far, but with some pretty spectacular plays so far, even in this first half, even though it's 7-7. Either way, a handoff up the middle, brought down way behind the line before he could go anywhere. So Rivera, second down, 12, 2-yard loss, and the game clock continues to run. Rivera are going to talk it over as Perez, of course, just making sure. Perez has 2 wideouts on each side. One back beside him. Sends a man in motion. And it is going to be a handoff onto the right side. Still on his feet, still going. Brought down before he could get to the 45. And that was, I believe, Rafael Campos on that carry. .50 seconds remain. The game clock continues to run now, as Brownsville Rivera are on the drive here. Let's see if they can do anything before this first half ends. Another handoff up the middle, and it is a huge gain. Still on his feet was once again Ramiro Vega. Ramiro Vega on that carry. .31 seconds remain here, as he was pushed out of bounds. So that will help, of course, Brownsville Rivera not have to use up that one timeout. And, of course, the game clock would have stopped momentarily for at least a first down. 3 wideouts on his right side. He rolls to the left, and it is brought down behind the line. A huge loss on the play for Brownsville Rivera. Second down now. 26 seconds remain. Ball spotted on Rivera, 49-yard line. So yes, second down. Actually, that was an incomplete pass. Three wideouts on his right side with one wide receiver to his left. Perez snaps the ball, drops back to pass deep, rolls to his right, now rolls back to his left, still rolling, trying to evade pressure, and incomplete, they say. Dropped and it hit the ground, intended for, I believe, Vega on that play. Yes, exactly. Ramiro Vega not able to secure the pass, not able to secure the fall, in a sense, where the ball drops and it hits the ground, and that's what helps you catch the ball, in a sense. Either way, third down and 10 to go, 16 seconds remain. Rivera at this point are just trying to get themselves into a good position to maybe kick a field goal if, of course, their kicker is, if they trust him to say so the least. 2 wideouts on each side, sends a man in motion. And it's going to just be a handoff up the middle. Vega breaking free. Stopped. But not before he could get that first down, almost at the 40-yard line. A flag is thrown, probably an unsportsmanlike, with 7 seconds remain. We'll see what the official call is here. So an unsportsmanlike conduct on Brownsville Hanna will make the ball on the Eagle 26-yard line is what it looks like. Yes, the ref is bringing the ball back down. Yes, the Eagle 26-yard line. So we'll see what Brownsville Hanna has, or excuse me, Brownsville Rivera have in store for this one. Same thing with Brownsville Hanna, because one stop, of course, ends this half for sure, especially if it's a loss. Ref resumes the play here. And 2 seconds run off the clock, no timeout until 2 seconds. So 5 seconds And no timeouts remaining for Brownsville Rivera in this half. Of course, 5 seconds remain. So it looks like they'll probably just bring on the kicker now, if anything, unless they'll try for the end zone. Once again, all depends on a lot of variables. Do you trust your kicker? Can your kicker kick a 40-yarder or something of that sort? In this case, it would be close to about a 30. So stuff like that, we'll just have to see. Wait and find out to be exact. Looks like the offense will stay on field. Take that back. Actually, it looks like they will go for the kick. We'll just have to wait momentarily here. Like I said, variables, and Rivera going for the lead before halftime. And it is a blocked kick. It is returnable. Ref finally blows a whistle for the play to be dead. And that is the half. An interesting first half, to say so the least, as it is 7-7 your score here, Raiders and Eagles at Sam's Stadium. What an exciting game, to say so the least. So it's been back and forth. Like I said, this has been a chess match. We'll talk more about this for the halftime show. It's been an exciting first half. We'll get you right back here for the second half. I'm Jacob Young. Hopefully you have been enjoying this. Nonetheless, we'll be right back after this.
Are you ready? Are you ready for low prices? It's a Hacienda party.
It's football season at Hacienda Ford, and you can get a new Ford Expedition with 20-inch wheels, leather, navigation, and more for $12,000 off MSRP.
We got the tailgates down and we're feeling all right. My Hacienda friends are saving money tonight.
Hacienda has it.
Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
At HCISD, we move the needle forward every day.
We'll blaze a trail for future generations.
It's not just about equipping students with skills for the future. We awaken their potential and empower them to make good choices.
No matter where you're from or where you're headed, there's a place for you to flourish at HCISD.
Hi fans, today's game is brought to you by New York Life. Best of luck to your team.
And I'm Danielle Goslin, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For over 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation of developing the most successful professionals in the industry.
We help to manage the process from day one and guide you on your way to success. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business,
then we would like to show you how we can help.
Start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's healthcare is done.
Fishing fans, here's your chance to catch some fish and help out athletes at the same time. Mark the calendar now and plan on attending October 20th as the 3-Up, 3-Down San Perlita Booster Club Fishing Tournament looks to be the biggest and best yet. Located at Laguna Madre Baits in Port Mansfield, Texas, this tournament is set to provide 100% of the proceeds directly to the athletic programs. Artificial lures only with a blackjack format. No fish over 21 inches. $150 per team or boat. Maximum 4 people, and the grand champion is a team closest to 63 inches with 1 red trout and 1 flounder. Food raffles, baked goods, a silent auction, and terrific prizes from some great sponsors. Registration is October 19th. The tournament is October 20th. See you there at the 3-Up, 3-Down Fishing Tournament in Port Mansfield, where catching fish is helping athletes in a big, big way. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
Every great dining adventure begins with one word: fresh. At the Sea Ranch, we combine a fresh, inviting atmosphere with chef-inspired cuisine prepared from the freshest local shrimp, oysters, snapper, and mahi-mahi. Our salmon, Alaskan king crab, and live Maine lobsters are flown in fresh. A local favorite for over 30 years, the Sea Ranch. Come enjoy a fresh experience.
Our professional advisors at Employee Retirement Service have been providing financial and retirement planning for many years for employees of different employment.
If you've spent your career in education and are ready for the next chapter, let the professionals at Employment Retirement Services help. You've worked hard, and now it's time to relax and enjoy with peace of mind and security.
Help fulfill your retirement needs. Come experience the difference with us.
And let's plan your retirement together.
Call us at 956-440-8774 to schedule your appointment today.
At San Benito Vision Source, the optometry staff works around your busy schedule and take the time to answer your questions and concerns prior to a visit. Dr. Jaime Rodriguez and Dr. Laura Loki offering full vision examinations, diagnostics, and treatment of an array of eye diseases and conditions to keep your eyes healthy. Call the friendly staff today with questions or schedule a consultation. San Benito Vision Source.
Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
At HCISD, we move the needle forward every day.
We'll blaze a trail for future generations.
It's not just about equipping students with skills for the future. We awaken their potential and empower them to make good choices.
No matter where you're from or where you're headed, there's a place for you to flourish at HCISD.
Hi, we're Robert Bellows, Favorite Cats, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Everyone's a winner at Kano Auto Sales 2 in Harlingen. Choose from a wide selection and score big today on West Expressway 83. How about this 2015 Chevy Silverado 1500, a regular cab, custom wheels, bedliner, 21,000 miles, power everything, $25,900. Or how about this 2015 BMW 328i, fully loaded with an X-Drive, navigation, sunroof, leather interior, $18,999. Financing is available with lending for all types. Every deal's a winner at Kano Auto Sales 2, in business since 2002, Harlingen, Texas. Everyone's a winner at Kano Auto Sales 2 in Harlingen. Choose from a wide selection and score big today on West Expressway 83. How about this 2015 Chevy Silverado 1500, a regular cab, custom wheels, bedliner, 21,000 miles, power everything, $25,900. Or how about this 2015 BMW 328i, fully loaded with an X-Drive, navigation, sunroof, leather interior, $18,999. Financing is available with lending for all types. Every deal's a winner at Kano Auto Sales 2, in business since 2002, Harlingen, Texas.
Hi, we're Sherryland Rattlers. And thank you for watching Rio Sports Live.
TVNS specialized.
It's back live now here as we get you on the halftime festivities, of course, as marching band's playing out there. 20 minutes still, of course, the second half begins, but what a game we have here. 7-7. It is a tie. It is tied so far. Eagles and Raiders. Rivera Raiders and Brownsville Hanna Eagles. Just been an exciting one so far. I guess I can say I like a bit of defense in the games for sure. And that's what it's kind of been. Brownsville Rivera started off their game. Perez as well as quarterback. And they started off their game with a block in the back, so they got moved pretty far back. Either way, a 3-and-out on their first drive. Came back on defense, and Brownsville Hanna were able to go up 7-0 early in this one. Brownsville Hanna defense, though, were not able to stop Brownsville Rivera on the next drive as, well, Perez led his team as well as Ramiro Vega down the field and scored. So 7-7 early in that one. And then it just stayed the same. Defenses came alive for sure, to say so the least. And, well, then a couple of flags for sure hurt both teams. Nonetheless, though, it has all been fair play and very exciting football. 7-7 your score here in this game. Key players, of course, that we've looked at and have really impressed me. Like I said, look for that Victor Campos and Josiah Myers game so far for Hanna Eagles, and that's exactly what has happened. Campos tried to pass the ball a lot to Myers, and that's mainly been their game. They have been passing the ball a lot more than running somewhat, but Dominguez, of course, getting the ball in times and going down the field, as well as Davila. We've seen him get the ball a couple of times as well. And now both teams running kind of that spread offense in a sense, as in you got one back beside the quarterback and sometimes two wide receivers on each side, or three wide receivers on one side and one wide receiver on the left, or the opposite way. Same deal. So it's been very tactical nonetheless. Now, one thing that was pretty interesting that caught my eye was that Brownsville Hanna did not use up a timeout in that first half. Well, might be different in the second half. We don't know. Now, that's something that I guess I haven't necessarily seen a lot this year. And why I say that is because the last games that I've also been here has been that they have used some timeouts. And why I bring that up is because, well, it's been like in the first quarter or even the third quarter. So both teams doing kind of a nice job of not necessarily having to use up their timeouts, only basically in the second half or in the second quarter. And like I said, why it's such a big deal is a lot of times why you would use that timeout is because on offense they wouldn't necessarily know that play and they'd be confused. So you call a timeout to talk over the play once again. We only saw it late in the first half, like I said, with Brownsville Rivera and the Raiders, because, yes, you're talking it over and you're making sure that the clock stops so that you have enough time to get down the field. And the Rivera Raiders even just called timeout on defense so that they, same deal, stop that clock. So it's very interesting in my eyes to see that kind of happen. It's been very impressive, like I said. Campos has been good. Josiah Myers, those players basically that I kind of wrote down have been the keys. So I guess Brownsville Hanna's offense in a sense. Now, another big thing was both for Rivera and Hanna. Now, of course, Hanna had it bigger, I guess. The Eagles had it bigger because the Eagles kicked the ball off or had a punt from inside their own end, basically. And we're able to get the ball pretty deep, close to about just basically kind of reverse field, which is always a nice thing to do. you want to reverse that field, and they were able to do it better kind of than Brownsville Rivera. Now, Brownsville Rivera did try a field goal kick at the end of the half. They had a chance kind of to run one extra play, but 2 seconds did go off the clock before they could call timeout. So they ended up just kicking the field goal, and it was no good, to say so the least. So that's been a bit of halftime. When we return, we'll talk more about halftime. We'll even get you up to date on scores around the Valley from tonight. And even tomorrow, we'll talk about some games for tomorrow and maybe even bring some MLB action into that as well. Either way, I'm Jacob Young, and this is Rio Sports Live. We'll be right back.
TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
Every great dining adventure begins with one word, fresh. At the Sea Ranch, we combine a fresh, inviting atmosphere with chef-inspired cuisine prepared from the freshest local shrimp, oysters, snapper, and mahi-mahi. Our salmon, Alaskan king crab, and live Maine lobsters are flown in fresh. A local favorite for over 30 years, the Sea Ranch. Come enjoy a fresh experience.
And thank you for watching Real Sports Live. Jay's up!
Men, start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's healthcare is done.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
This close.
We're this close.
We are this close
to making
history.
This close to changing the world.
We're this close.
This close. This close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease
ever again. This close.
We are this close to ending polio.
Ending polio. All we need is you.
This close.
If we donate now, we may lose this chance forever. Help Rotary make history at endpolionow.org.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
Hi, we're Rodney Huskies, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
So back live now. Gonna read you some scores from around the RDV, as well as give you the list of games for tomorrow and gonna tell you about who's covering which games. We got today, Wasco High, Edinburgh Villa. That is 17-13 here. Wasco High leading that one in the second quarter. La Jolla Juarez Lincoln playing Mission High. Mission High Eagles up 31-30 here in that second quarter. And then, of course, again, we're at 7-7. Those are the games for today. Now, games for tomorrow. Of course, I'll be back here tomorrow for Southwest and, I believe, Lopez. Edinburgh Economides playing Donna North tomorrow. Edinburgh North and Edinburgh High, always a great rivalry there. McAllen Memorial playing PSJA High, I believe. Rio Sports Live will be covering that game as well. Donna High taking on Mission Veterans Memorial tomorrow. Laredo Cigarro playing Roma tomorrow. Marine Military Academy playing Progresso. That's tomorrow. All these games are going to be tomorrow. McAllen High and La Jolla High playing tomorrow. PSJA North and McAllen Row, that should be a classic tomorrow. And PSJA Southwest Brownsville Lopez will be back here tomorrow at Sam's Stadium. Sherryland High and Ed Couch Elsa. That'll be tomorrow as well. Valley View and Sherryland will take on each other tomorrow. Agua Dulce and La Villa will take on each other. Hidalgo and Zapata, a classic little rivalry, I would say so, the least either way. And that'll be tomorrow. Santa Rosa, Monte Alto. Harlingen South and Los Fresnos will be taking on each other. That should be another great matchup. La Feria and Kingsville King will be playing each other tomorrow. Lyford and Aransas Pass will be taking on each other. San Benito and Harlingen High should be a classic game. That'll be at Harlingen tomorrow. Three Rivers and Santa Maria will be taking on each other. Those games all going on tomorrow, to say so the least. So, interesting matchups for sure. They will be a blast. Well, moments away from kickoff here as both teams, or at least one team, warming up in the end zone. Another team not arrived, and that would be the Brownsville Hanna Eagles. They are walking out onto the field as I speak, actually, too. So, very exciting. Moments away from the second half, about 6 minutes away still. So, when we return, we'll have more coverage for the second half. This is Real Sports Live. I'm Jacob Young. Hopefully, you're enjoying this one. We'll be right back.
Our professional advisors at Employee Retirement Services have been providing financial and retirement planning for many years for employees of different employment.
If you've spent your career in education and are ready for the next chapter, let the professionals at Employment Retirement Services help. You've worked hard, and now it's time to relax and enjoy with peace of mind and security.
Help fulfill your retirement needs. Come experience the difference with us.
And let's plan your retirement together.
Call us at 956-440-8774 to schedule your appointment today.
At HCISD, we move the needle forward every day.
We'll blaze a trail for future generations.
It's not just about equipping students with skills for the future. We awaken their potential and empower them to make good choices.
No matter where you're from or where you're headed, there's a place for you to flourish at HCISD.
Fishing fans, here's your chance to catch some fish and help out athletes at the same time. Mark the calendar now and plan on attending October 20th as the 3-Up, 3-Down San Perlito Booster Club Fishing Tournament looks to be the biggest and best yet. Located at Laguna Madre Baits in Port Mansfield, Texas, this tournament is set to provide 100% of the proceeds directly to the athletic programs. Artificial lures only with a blackjack format, no fish over 21 inches, $150 per team or boat, maximum 4 people, and the grand champion is a team closest to 63 inches with 1 red trout and 1 flounder. Food raffles, baked goods, a silent auction, and terrific prizes from some great sponsors. Registration is October 19th. The tournament is October 20th. See you there at the 3-Up, 3-Down Fishing Tournament in Port Mansfield, where catching fish is helping athletes in a big, big way.
Hi fans, today's game is brought to you by New York Life. Best of luck to your team.
And I'm Danielle Goslin, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For over 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation of developing the most successful professionals in the industry.
We help to manage the process from day one and guide you on your way to success. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business,
then we would like to show you how we can help.
Every great dining.
Back live here now, moments away from the second half starting, still 3 minutes away. Should be a fun one. Brownsville Hanna to receive in the second half. Now, real quick update for you, MLB. Houston Astros lead 4-1 over Tampa Bay Rays in Game 5 of the Divisional Series. The St. Louis Cardinals will host the Nationals, the Washington Nationals, after the Washington Nationals upset the Dodgers, excuse me. So, just a little update for you. 2 minutes to go now. So, very exciting for this second half start, and Brownsville Hanna will try their best to really just get down the field on their first drive of the second half. Real keys to the, second half is Brownsville Hanna have to limit penalties. They cannot have any silly penalties from both sides. From both sides of the field. Either way, 130 remain from the first half. Either way, we'll be right back. We'll give you game time in a second.
At the Sea Ranch, we combine a fresh, inviting atmosphere with chef-inspired cuisine prepared from the freshest local shrimp, oysters, snapper, and mahi-mahi. Our salmon, Alaskan king crab, and live Maine lobsters are flown in fresh. A local favorite for over 30 years, the Sea Ranch. Come enjoy a fresh experience.
Back live now as both teams just talking it over. Rivera are ready to run out onto the field here in any moment in time. But yeah, as we get into this second half, once again, just key plays. You have to limit penalties. Both sides do. Now, both defenses have been fantastic, have been phenomenal. Really, Rivera making sure that, Brownsville Hanna don't get a lucky play from that on a play. I believe it was like intended for Myers or someone like that, from that huge incompletion that Campos was able to make out of nothing. So he made that throw after all that. Either the horn sounds and Brownsville Rivera run out onto the field. So now both teams moments away, and there we go. Brownsville Hanna run back out onto the field onto their own side of the field, as it is actually, homecoming. It was homecoming week for Brownsville Hanna and the Eagles, and they had their big old celebration at halftime here. That's why halftime was about 28 minutes, but we're ready for the second half now. Second half to start right back up. Like I said, Brownsville Hanna to receive in this second half, and Brownsville Rivera to kick the ball back off. It looks like the wind has died down a lot more than since that first half, so wind will not necessarily be playing a factor into this game, as it hasn't for a couple of weeks. But nonetheless, ball will be spotted on the 40-yard line for this kickoff for Brownsville Rivera. Crowd getting into this one. Looks like back to receive, both of them. Back to receive Ryan Trinidad and, I believe, Myers for Brownsville Hanna. Of course, your kicker, Kevin we're going to call him Kevin. So here we go. The ref moments away from, there we go. The ref blows the whistle, and we can start things back off again. Kevin raises up his hand as the crowd getting into it. And we're back underway for the second half. The second half restarts. Returnable. Goes to the opposite side of the field. Can break free. He does. Up to the 40, the 50, the 40. Just about outside of the 40-yard line. Bring it just about to the 45 or 43, something like that. A huge gain, I believe, by Sabian Arsenault. No flags on the play as well. Normally, sometimes on those long drives like that or long returns, you do see a block in the back, but none for that. So now Campos will have great field position. Campos and the Hanna Eagles will have great field position for this first drive. One back beside him, two wide receivers on each side. Rolls to his right side, trying to beat pressure once again. Goes up to the middle and gets sacked. Brought down, I believe. Brought down by none other than Anthony. It's not right. Either way, Raiders did a fantastic job there. Second down and 14 to go. 11-15 remain here in this third quarter. Hikes it off. A quick pass up to the right side. Almost sacked, but was able to get it away. And everyone not too pleased about the throw out of bounds, but as Alex Garcia was kind of thrown out of bounds there. But nonetheless, we resume play. Third down now. Third down and 9 to go. So Brownsville Hanna trying to make it a third down completion, a third down conversion, and they do. A huge pass from Campos. Huge third down for Campos and the third down conversion for Campos and the Eagles there. 10:59 remain here in the third quarter. 1st and 10, ball spotted on the Rivera 31-yard line. Takes it quickly up the middle. Up the middle was a Campos on that drive there on the quarterback keeper. Jose Villa on the tackle there for the Raiders. So there we go. We resume play. One back beside him. Campos thrown deep. Almost intercepted there. No flags on the play intended for Myers there. Incomplete pass brings up 3rd down now. 3rd down, 8 to go. 10:20 remain here in the third quarter. Ball spotted on the Raider 20, just about the 25-yard line. Just at the 25-yard line, I should say. One back beside him. 2 wide receivers on each side for Campos. Snaps it off, drops back to pass, throws on his left side. It's deep, and it is incomplete. Fourth down for the Eagles here. A huge stop for the Raiders there. Of course, it all depends on what Brownsville Hanna decide to do on this one. As it looks like the offense is going to stay out on it. So Brownsville Hanna 10, 9, 8 on the play clock, 7, 6. We'll actually see if they hike it off. They do. Campos running up the middle, not able to track down, and it's going to be a 1st down and more. Wiped off his feet, but Campos gets the 4th down conversion on that play. It was 4th down and 8, and Campos able to find it up the middle. Replay shown right now. Just a fantastic run. Not able to be brought down, though. They had one defensive lineman on there. Of course, Campos decided to jump right there, and, well, I'll know that. Either way, Campos takes it off again, throws on the run to the right side, and it is incomplete. 2nd down and 10 now. 9:50 remain here in the third quarter. Actually, they're going to say that was complete. My mistake there. 2nd down and 9. Ball spotted on the Rivera. 16-yard line. A quick quarterback keeper this time up the middle, and, well, Campos able to get big yards on that one. Still going to be 3rd down, though, but gain of, well, just about 4 yards. Replay was up the middle. Just a fantastic play by Campos, figuring this defense out now. They made adjustments for sure in the second half. Tries for it this time, met up in the backfield before he could get anywhere. And now it'll be 4th down and 3, though. Question is, what do you do? It is close enough for a kick. Of course, it would be a chip shot, to say so the least, but of course they're that close to scoring. The ball is on the 3-yard line. The Rivera 3-yard line, to be exact. They're in goal line territory, so it's up to them to see what they decide to do. It looks like they're going to go for it. Brownsville Hanna often stays out onto the field. Campos, one back beside him once again. He takes it to the left side, jumps over. And it is a 4th down stop by the Rivera Raiders defense. A huge 4th down stop. He tried to jump over, Campos, I believe, trying to jump over the line there, but was unsuccessful. So a huge stop for Brownsville Rivera, keeping this game tied at 7. 8:25 remain here. Might be an injury onto the field, but official measurement, excuse me, for I think first down. And how about that? Brownsville Hanna actually get the first down. Official measurement. First down on the 1. Sometimes that happens, especially if you get first down before you reach 10 yards to go. So, first down and goal now for Brownsville Hanna. They somehow got that, and it was a measurement, of course, official. It's down the ball, stuff like that. Either way, first down and goal for Brownsville Hanna and Victor Campos. Pushed up the middle. And it might be a fumble. But not before it crossed the line, so touchdown. Touchdown, Brownsville Hanna. 13-7 is your new score. Brownsville Hanna lead, of course, an extra point away from making it 7, but they lead by 6 at the moment. Very impressive play so far. 8:10 to go here in this third quarter. What was just very impressive to say so the least. Kick is up, and it is good. There is a flag on the play. So penalty declined as it was offside. So 14-7, your new score. Brownsville Hanna Eagles lead this one since Brownsville Hanna's first drive in this second half. They were able to convert a huge drive for them. It looked like they were going to get stopped multiple times, but Campos found a way both times to run up the middle. Almost got brought down on a fourth down conversion, but was able to get that first down. Then once again on that drive, was able to get the first down again on a fourth down conversion. And, of course, they had to bring out the measurement there for a second, but ball just, of course, crossed the first down marker enough. And then, of course, the run in for a touchdown. So a huge play huge plays on that drive for Brownsville Hanna. Now Brownsville Rivera will have a shot their first time in this second half. Raises up his hand, and we are back underway once again. Returnable inside the end zone. I'll do just exactly that. It's going to be brought down hard before he can get to the 25-yard line. John Rios was the tackler on that play for the Brownsville Hanna Eagles. Either way, new drive starts for Brownsville Rivera, and of course, Perez will be looking for that end zone with Brownsville Rivera. We'll see what he decides to do. Either way, one back beside him, 2 wide receivers on each side. Decides to take it himself, and he does. Stung up by Estevez on that play for Brownsville Hanna. But Perez able to move a bit forward for his team. A 3-yard gain, second down and 7. Ball spotted on their own 26-yard line. 7:30 to go here in the third quarter. 2 wide receivers, 2 wideouts on each side. 1 back beside him. Sends a man in motion. And it's going to be a handoff up to the right side. A little bit of a jet sweep. Not able to go anywhere was Elian Hernandez there. So Hernandez just not necessarily able to get things going for them. 3rd down and 7, an early 3rd down conversion will have to be made if Brownsville Rivera want to continue this drive. Perez and Rivera want to continue this drive. 2 wide receivers on each side, 3rd down 10. They did lose yardage on that last play. Perez has open room, rolls to his right side again. Flag is thrown. He throws it up for grabs and incomplete. Flag will probably be a hold. So we'll probably end up being 4th down. We'll just wait and see on the official. So 3 and out for Brownsville Hanna. Will make Rivera have to punt this ball away now. The punt is up. It is high. And it's going to bounce back, but not before it reached Hanna territory. So ball spotted on the Eagles. Just about Eagles 49-yard line, I believe, is where they marked the ball. Yes, indeed. So now, of course, none other than Campos and the Eagles will have a chance to continue their drive or continue to put points up onto the board here. Campos has 1 back beside him. Decides to take it up the middle. He does, gets tripped up, but not before he gains positive yards. Second down, 9 to go here. 6:10 remain in this 3rd quarter. Ball spotted on their own, or ball spotted on the 50-yard line. 2 wide receivers on each side. Has 1 back beside him. Snaps the ball. Fakes the handoff, throws fast, and it's going to be incomplete. Tipped over by Jesus Diaz. So now it is going to be about a 3rd down. Campos has 1 back beside him. 3 wide receivers on his left, 1 wide receiver on his right. Makes sure everyone knows the play. Snaps it off. Looks towards his left side. Throws deep, and it is caught. And it's caught down near the 15-yard line. Flag was thrown late, so we'll see what that flag is. Could be a horse collar, could also be a face mask. Huge gain on that one. Brownsville Hanna now in deep in Brownsville Rivera territory. 5:42 remain in the 3rd quarter. 1st down and 10. So that will move Brownsville Hanna even deeper into Rivera territory. Ball spotted on Brownsville Rivera's 7-yard line, 1st and goal. Ref resumes play now. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. Met before he could go anywhere. So Dominguez on that carry. has one back beside him. Two wide receivers on each side. He rolls to his right side, has an opening, will walk in, flips over one guy, and a touchdown. Touchdown. Brownsville Hanna. So a penalty will be now second down. So no touchdown. And Brownsville Hanna, well, they're brought back now. Two wide receivers on each side. One back beside Campos. Snaps the ball off. And someone jumped offside. It's a free play. Pass is complete to Myers, so most likely that penalty will be declined of the offside. 4:41 remain here in the third quarter at Sam Stadium. We're just waiting on the official to make sure. Yes, the official was confused on who it was on for the offside. Here's the official call. So it will be a 5-yard penalty, still second down. So Hanna did end up accepting the penalty. Play resumed. Campos has one back beside him. Two wide receivers on each side. Fakes the handoff. Throws on the run. It is caught. Brings them into the red zone. A huge play right there for Brownsville Hanna. Injury timeout. We'll step away for a second. We'll be right back.
TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
Fans, if you want to look your best at the next game, then let Chewy's Custom Sports go to work for you. From custom designs and graphics to mass production in-house. If it's hats, shirts, buttons, mugs, cups, banners, and more, then Chewy's is there for every team and every sport. A veteran-owned company in touch with the community. It's Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito.
Back live now. Touchdown. Touchdown for Brownsville Hanna. Flag is thrown on the play, though. So penalty declined, and now your new score, 20-7. Just an amazing play by Campos, able to just find it up the middle. One thing that I've noticed, Campos does like to dive into the end zone, so leaving his feet there. But for sure, 20-7, Eagles do lead, 4:10 remain. Field goal kick is up, and it is good. So new score, Eagles 21, Raiders 7. Brownsville Rivera now have a little bit of a mountain to climb, but it is still have plenty of time to do exactly that. Nonetheless, 21-7, your score. Brownsville Rivera and Perez will have plenty of time, actually, to just go downfield. All they have to do is make sure hit your marks, get first downs, don't have penalties that will stop you or make you further away from the first down marker. Same deal. Don't get tackles for loss. Don't get a sack. They all want, of course, positive momentum going forward, and that's, I think, very possible indeed, especially on the start for this kickoff nonetheless. Going to kick it away, Thomas Green for Brownsville Hanna. Ref blows a whistle to resume play here. Thomas Green runs up and will kick this ball away. And it's returnable in the end zone. He does take it out of the end zone. Still goes for it. Trying to get to the 25-yard line. I don't think he'll be able to. A huge play for Brownsville Hanna once again. So the ball will be spotted on Brownsville Rivera 18-yard line. The Brownsville Rivera 18-yard line. To say so the least, 4 minutes, 1 second remain. Brownsville Rivera come out of that huddle. Perez with one back beside him, two wide receivers on his left, three on his right. Sends man in motion, fakes the handoff, and it's up the middle, and it is incomplete. Wide open was Hernandez and not able to haul that ball in. So that is an incomplete pass nonetheless. Just second down and 10. Ball on their own 18. Breaking out of that huddle, Perez once again. Two wide receivers on his left side, two wide receivers actually on his both sides. Fakes the handoff, throws on the slant, and that is a catch. Catch made by Rafael Campos on that play. So on the opposite side now, another Campos coming alive in this game, first down and 10. 3:40 remain here in the third quarter. Both teams still have 3 timeouts remaining too. Very important to also think about that as well, especially given the fact how much Rivera's down by. They can save up those timeouts. Rolls to the left, a little pitch up to the left side, running out of bounds is Vega. It's ran out of bounds by Escobar, I believe. So second down, 4 to go. Ball spotted on the Rivera, 35-yard line, 3:22 still remain. Snaps the ball off. It's going to be a handoff up to the left side once again. Vega doing a nice job, has a huge gain. Gets the ball to about the 48-yard line or so. Tackled by Flores on that play. But Vega did a very impressive job there. 3 minutes remain. Clock still is running, though. The game clock to be exact and the play clock. But Perez able to, we'll get back to the line of scrimmage in time. Hands the ball off up the middle. It goes once again. A solid gain. And another one right there, Vega. Ramiro Vega did a nice job up the middle there. And, well, just they're continuing to drive down the field once again, and that's exactly what you want if you're Brownsville Rivera. You want to get back into, well, the red zone, and you want to score once again. Perez has one back beside him, 2 wide receivers on each side. Snaps it off, rolls to his right side, breaking free, finding an open space, down to the 30, the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown! Touchdown, Brownsville Rivera. (21-13). Let's just look at this replay. Just found an open space up the middle on that quarterback keeper. And what he did, instead of taking the middle lane, he reverted back around onto his left side to the right side and just made it work. He did get dragged down a bit late. Rivera coaches weren't too pleased about that, but either way, 21-13 nonetheless. And now make that 21-14. One possession game. Once again, 1:58 remain here in this third quarter. New score, well, Brownsville Hanna Eagles 21. Brownsville Rivera Raiders 14. Very exciting game. It's always a good one when both these teams face each other for a little bit of a rivalry. And what Brownsville Rivera are trying to do actually is spoil the party. And what I mean by that is, well, it's Brownsville Hanna's homecoming. And when you win at someone's homecoming, it always feels good in a sense, to say so the least. Brownsville Rivera trot back out onto the field once again to kick this ball back away. And Kevin back to punt. The ref blows the whistle once again to resume play as they run back and around. Hanna fans getting into it for the kickoff, raises both his hands. And we are back underway here. A very fantastic kick, returnable though at the 5. Still on his feet, gets the ball to about, reverts field actually, down to the 30, the 40, the 50, the 40, still has another blocker, he's still got it, and is down at about the 30, at about the 23-yard line for Brownsville Hanna. A huge momentum switch there, a huge field switch to be exact. That's none other than, of course, I believe. Either way, huge momentum switch for Brownsville. Hanna finds themselves in a good position. Handoff up the middle. Nothing to it there on the carry. De Los Reyes, I believe, on that carry. One wide receiver on each side for Campos. One back beside Campos as well. Sends a man in motion. It's going to be a fake, and he takes it up the middle. Not brought down. And finally, Campos is brought down inside the red zone. At the 6-yard line, 56 seconds remain here in this third quarter. The game clock continues to run now. First and goal, ball on the 6-yard line for Brownsville Hanna. Just, they've been able to really hit the mark every time so far and just really figure things out, especially on offense now. This has kind of been a different team in this second half, to say the least. Hands the ball off up the middle. He's going to be brought down before he could get going. A loss of 1 yard on the play. will bring up 2nd down and 7. To be exact, 2nd down and goal. And that is the final play of the third quarter. We're heading into quarter number 4 now. 21-14 is your score, with the Brownsville Hanna Eagles leading the Brownsville Rivera Raiders 21-14. But one different thing is Brownsville Hanna are driving and they are in the red zone. So that's always key. That's always going to be something interesting, especially due to that fact. 21-14. Only 12 minutes remain in this game now. We've got a great one for you. This is turning out to be something very interesting. Both still have 3 timeouts remaining here. 2nd down and 7 yards to go for the end zone for Brownsville Hanna and none other than Victor Campos. Hands the ball, fakes the handoff, actually throws on the run, and it is caught. A huge catch. Touchdown. Just an impressive play there from Brownsville Hanna. 27-14 now. Still 27-14. And the extra point is up. And the extra point is good. Flag is thrown. 2 flags are thrown late. So it could be added on to the kickoff here. We'll see what the flag was. We're just waiting on the officials to see what it actually is here. Apparently unsportsmanlike conduct against Rivera. We added on to the kick, I believe. The refs are talking with the coaches here, making sure that they know exactly what the flags are. All right, moments away from kickoff once again here. 28-14 your new score. Eagles lead by now 2 possessions once again. Rivera Raiders have to go back down the field and score, and this time try for a stop on the other side. Now we'll see what exactly happens, especially after, well, what we just saw on the extra point attempt. So all the umps, all the refs running really over to the Brownsville Hanna end. So we got a bit of a delay before we get back to, well, playing some football. Well, here we go, resume play. Just waiting for the ref running off the field, so we'll see. And it is The ref blows the whistle once again. Raises up his hand, and we're back underway once again. This is going to sail all the way to the end zone for a touchback this time. So Brownsville Rivera will get the ball at the 25-yard line, and we'll see what exactly Perez can do with his team, with his squad, if you want to say that as well. Of course, they're running the ball well as, of course, passing. Now, yes, they did have one crucial drop later in their last play, but still able to really find the end zone here. Either way, Perez with one back beside him is going to hand the ball off up the middle, and it's going to be a huge gain and more. He gets met up, but a huge gain from none other than Ramiro Vega. Vega moving the chains for the Raiders very early in this fourth quarter. 11:35 still remain here in the fourth. But now a ball spotted on the Rivera 38-yard line. Three wideouts on Perez's right side with one wideout on his left. One back beside him. He's going to throw on the slant, on the screen for a short gain. Short gain complete to Rafael Campos. And second down 5, a 5-yard gain here, 10:50 left to play in the game. Ball now spotted on the Raider 43-yard line. Looks like two wideouts on the left side, kind of back. He's got a sack for a loss there. Looks like it was stopped by Escobar, I believe. Perez has third down. Now 3rd down and 7, a loss of 2 yards, 10 minutes to go. 3 wideouts on his right side. One wideout on his left, drops back to pass, goes to his left side, and it is, they're going to say it hit the ground, incomplete. So 4th down now, 9:50 remain. Still plenty of time left, so they will bring out their punting team. They will bring out their special teams. So Brownsville Rivera will have to kick back out. 3 and out for Brownsville Hanna is exactly what they, of course, wanted, to really just kill time and probably even create some more insurance. Yes, 2 possessions is wonderful, but at the same time, you'd rather be leading by 3 because you just feel more comfortable with that, to say so the least, if you, of course, are really any football team. Either way, back to the action now. Kick up and away, and it is returnable. Turned at about the 25-yard line, still on his feet, still moving forward. Flag on the play, but it looks like the ball will be placed at close to about the 40-yard line, the Brownsville Hanna 40-yard line. Flag on the play and also an injury timeout, so we'll be right back after this. This is Rio Sports Live. Don't go anywhere.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for low prices? It's a Hacienda party.
It's the Hacienda Ford football sale. Right now, get 0% interest for 72 months on 2019 Expeditions, plus $2,000 bonus cash.
We got the tailgates down and we're feeling all right. My Hacienda friends are saving money tonight.
Hacienda has it.
Start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's healthcare is done.
Back live now here as we're getting ready to, I believe, resume play momentarily. Hopefully the injury is not too bad and we'll see him back out in no time. So first down and 10, Brownsville Hanna, ball spotted on their own 32-yard line. That's what it will look like here. And there we go. Ref blows the whistle to resume play for Campos and his squad. Sends a man in motion. Fakes a handoff, throws on the slant, and it is a huge catch. First down and 10. A huge completion. A 13-yard reception, I believe. And I believe that was to Alex Garcia. 9 minutes remain here in the game. Brownsville Hanna just trying to waste as much time as possible. Two wideouts on each side for Campos. One back beside him. And ref blows a whistle, blows the play dead, excuse me. And timeout, Brownsville Hanna. So their first timeout of this half means that they will have two timeouts remaining. And of course, when we come back, they take a timeout. We'll also take one, too. We'll be right back after this. This is Real Sports Live. Hopefully you're enjoying it.
This close. From wanting to making history.
This close to changing the world.
We're this close.
This close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease
Ever again. This close.
We are this close to ending polio.
Ending polio.
All we need is you.
This close.
If we don't act now, we may lose this chance forever. Help Rotary make history.
Back live here after that timeout. Campos hikes the ball off. He's going to take it himself. He's trying to spin. Gets positive yardage. It'll be a 2-yard gain, I believe. Second down. Second down, 7 to go. So 3-yard gain, actually. 8:30 remain. Make sure that they know the play here. Campos and his team. 2 wide receivers, looks like on each. 3 wideouts, actually, on his right side. 1 wide out on his left. 1 back beside him, sends a man in motion. It's going to be a handoff up to, actually a fake handoff. Campos keeps it. Campos was originally going to give it to, I believe, or faked the handoff to Arsenal there. So instead of doing that, he just kept it himself. And now 3rd down. Ball spotted on the 50-yard line. 7:45 remain here in the fourth quarter. Third down, 5 to go. A huge third down for Rivera, especially since Rivera need this stop. Huge third down for Hanna as first down almost will end the game. And offside it goes. It's incomplete, I believe. That was a free play there. Doesn't matter. It's going to be an automatic first down for Hanna. First down and 10, Brownsville Hanna. So just like that, they get the first down without really having to pressure themselves in any means. 7:20 remain here in the fourth quarter. And in this game, 28-14 your score. Eagles are leading and have the ball and are driving. So Campos sets up with one back beside him and two wide receivers, or one wide receiver on each side. Sends a man in motion. It's going to be a jet sweep. A handoff. Still doesn't bring him down, and still on his feet to the 20. Excuse me, to the 30. Down to about the 25-yard line. Looks like that was Sabian Arsenaults once again on that carry. Yes, it was. Found an opening on that jet sweep, really. Just a fantastic play call there from the Brownsville Hanna offense, making, well, Brownsville Rivera's job a lot harder, especially on the defensive coordinator side, nonetheless. So timeout called here. Or just a bit of a delay, I guess. Oh, delay for, I believe, a injury, and it looks like it's just a minor cramp, so hopefully nothing more than that. Either way, they are on an injury timeout. We'll be right back.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
All right, back live now. It's going to be a quarterback keeper. Campos runs on the outside down to the 20-yard line. Is just going to run himself out of bounds. Gains about 5 on the carry. Forced out of bounds. Forced out of bounds by Cruz is what they're going to say on that one. But Campos getting a huge gain, actually. 2nd down and 1. So almost got that first down all by himself there, but just a textbook play. Handed off, rolls to his right side. Campos going to evade pressure, throws it. It's going to be away. The flag is thrown, though, so could have been in the tackle box. Could be intentional ground. I'm not entirely sure. Either way, flag on the play. So an illegal man downfield for Brownsville Hanna will be the call there. 6:32 remain in this game in the fourth quarter. It's looking more and more like Brownsville Hanna win, but of course still plenty of time remain as long as Brownsville Rivera don't have any more damage done to them on the defensive side. Meanwhile, fakes the handoff, rolls to his right side, up the middle, it goes, and a huge gain. Brought down almost by the 10-yard line. We'll just be shy of that. So first down and 10, ball on the 13-yard line as Campos is has one back beside him, to be exact, one wide receiver on each side. Snaps the ball. He's going to take it himself up the middle, and he's gaining, trying to push in, and it is going to be a touchdown. Nonetheless, touchdown for Campos and touchdown for, Brownsville Hanna. A phenomenal play there by Brownsville Hanna. And now 34-14, your score, 5:46 remain in the game. Eagles now lead. Of course, just moments away from leading 35-14. We'll see how this goes. Snap. The hold, the kick is up, and the kick is good. So the extra point is good. 35-14, your new score. The Eagles lead. So Brownsville Hanna just really were able to successfully go downfield once again and just, make sure that they could put this game away in a sense. Because, of course, just Brownsville Rivera could not necessarily stop them. I think that's what necessarily hurt, or that's what hurt them the most, was the third down conversions, the fourth down conversions even too, on the other side. So moments away from kicking the ball back off for Brownsville Hanna. Thomas Green to kick this one away. Break out of that huddle, and the ref blew the whistle to resume play here. Raises up his hand. And we are back underway here in Sam Stadium. And it is a returnable kick. Out at his 5-yard line. It's going to break down close to the 30-yard line. Or, excuse me, the 25, rather. So Pettis now comes back out onto the field with Rivera, trying to, of course, just limit the damage and get a touchdown, move down the field and get exactly that. Like you need a touchdown on every possession now and a stop on every possession now, basically, too. So sets up one back beside him, 3 wide receivers on his right side. Timeout called by Brownsville Hanna. So Brownsville Hanna Eagles will have one timeout remaining here in this fourth quarter. And late in this one, once again, your score 35-14. Eagles lead this one late. We'll be right back. This is Rio Sports Live as they take a timeout.
Hola, les habla su amigo Benjamín Gómez, el alcalde de San Benito, invitando a toda la gente que venga a visitarnos aquí a San Benito. Crucen por el puente Los Indios, más bien conocido como el puente de Lucio Blanco. Visítenos a las atracciones que tenemos aquí en San Benito. Aquí los esperamos. Muchas gracias. Su amigo Benjamín Gómez.
The kids are headed back to school. It's time.
Back live now here, 35-38 remain in this fourth quarter. First down and 10 for Rivera. Drops back to pass. Fumbles it. He's going to be brought down behind the line at about the 10 10-yard line. The Brownsville Rivera 10-yard line to be exact. Huge loss. Will actually decide to mark the ball about the 12-yard line. 5 minutes to go now as the clock continues to run. Play clock at 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. And the game clock just under 5 minutes. Snaps the ball off with 3 wide receivers on his left side, but decides to hand the ball off, and he's still going. A nice gain for Vega. Ramiro Vega on that carry, 3rd down now. 3rd down and 24. Of course, they're still just trying to get to even the original line of scrimmage in a sense. 3rd down, 17 actually. 4 minutes remain here at Sam Stadium tonight. Perez lines up with 1 back beside him and 2 wide receivers on each side. Rolls to his right. Now trying to evade pressure. Throws it. Man in the area, but incomplete. Pass will be intended for, they'll say, will be intended for Hernandez. Elian Hernandez to be exact. 3:58 remain here in the game. So 4th down will bring up punting situations once again for Brownsville Rivera. So nothing going on offense once again. Just hurting them big time on those plays, but you got to give it up to Brownsville Hanna and their defense really adjusting in this second half and making life even more difficult for Brownsville Rivera. Kick is away. It's going to land at the 47-yard line is where they will mark it down. Official time, 3:49 to remain here. And now 1st down and 10 for Campos and the Hanna Eagles. It's been an exciting game, to say so the least, yes. It's been all Brownsville Hanna in this second half, but it shows you adjustments, halftime talks really do work. Hands the ball off up the middle. Rolls to his right side, though. Will be dragged down. And Ulysses Davila on that carry. 3:30 remain. A 7-yard gain. 2nd down, 3 to go. Ball spotted on the Brownsville Rivera 46-yard line. 2 wide receivers on his left side. Campos hands the ball off to the left. Spins around, gets knocked down, I should say. A 5-yard gain and a 1st down and 10. Ball spotted on the Rivera 41-yard line. 2:50, just under 2:50 remain here in the 4th quarter. As just Brownsville Hanna, of course, in no hurry to really get back to the line of scrimmage. 3 wideouts on Campos' right side. 2 wideouts. But hands the ball up the middle, dragged down before he could go anywhere. Brownsville Rivera were ready for that play. It's 2 minutes. We're just over 2 minutes, I should say, in this game. 35-14, Brownsville Hanna driving, but doesn't look like they're in any hurry. As there we go, play clock resumes. 1:50 now to go. And Brownsville Hanna is just going to probably wait for this one, Campos and the team. actually. Snaps the ball. Actually, just going to wait, looking at the play clock to make sure how many seconds, and also looking at the bench to see what his next opportunity or play is. Snaps the ball off. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. A big gain, still on his feet. Homer De Los Reyes on that carry this time. 1 minute to go. Ball on Rivera's 31-yard line, but Brownsville Hanna will just about go into victory formation here. Actually, they will go into victory formation. Take that back, actually. It's going to be just taken up the middle, a huge gain. Huge gain by Gonzalez, actually. Quarterback keeper by Manny Gonzalez. So now, of course, that should be the final play of the fourth quarter in the game. So, yes, your final from Sam Stadium for tonight. Brownsville Hanna Eagles 35 and the Brownsville Rivera Raiders 14. A fantastic game. How about this one? What a blast it was, for sure. Say so the least, as both players shake hands at midfield. It was just a blast to announce. Once again, I want to say thank you to Brownsville ISD, the KB ISD TV, I believe, either way, and Real Sports Live for giving me this opportunity to, well, broadcast games for you all. It's been a pleasure. Tonight, we'll be right back here tomorrow night for Brownsville Lopez and, well, PSJA Southwest. So stay tuned for that one tomorrow. And a lot of other games will be covered around the valley from us at Rio Sports Live. But either way, I've been Jacob Young. This has been a Rio Sports Live broadcast. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. Adios.